Oh yes, the world would be a better place if we just stayed outside our race. Oh yes, the world would be a better place if we just stayed outside the race. White daddies, black mammies, black children too. Oh, don't you laugh. This describes you. If you believe in interracial dating, it describes you to a T. I could tell you one thing, partner, that won't be me. When I first met her, I said I'd give her the world. Now I'll get on one knee and propose to this white girl. 'Cause the world would be a better place if we dated outside the race. The world would be a better place if we dated outside the race. I don't care if this song sounds bad. You know it's a parody. 'Cause I'm not into interracial dating. Oh, hell no. Interracial dating is amusing, but as everybody will have you know, they all say love is love, and then interracial dating is beautiful and wonderful. I myself am not a hateful person, but I myself, Prince Jelani Oguri, whom video you are watching right now, do not believe in interracial dating for the dread purpose of this. I cannot forgive those who have enslaved our people, as well as those who live in our modern times now, who say that slavery never existed, or those people were not their ancestors. Because if those people were not their ancestors, then racism would not exist any longer. Black people would be getting killed out here in the street by race soldiers. It's bad enough that we have certain black people that are killing each other. But like I said before, those people who kill each other in the black community do not believe in Black Lives Matter. They are just a bunch of foolish people who love to commit crimes and deserve to be punished for committing those crimes. But interracial dating has always been a problem for black people because the black person always loses out in the end. The white person gains himself someone of a slave almost, whereas a black person believes they are being liberated from so-called Blackistan, but their problems of racism and hatred never go away. Even if the white partner has chosen them to have children with or even marry, that white partner is not stopping others from calling them the N-word. Hell, that white partner might call them the N-word themselves. And their children will grow to be confused, not knowing exactly where they belong in the world, because they'll say they get crap from black people as well as white. They don't know what community to identify with, but most of them who are biracial will ultimately be more identifiable with their white counterparts. Sad but true. It is almost as if the world wants everyone to interracially date. I believe they think that if everyone interracially dates and mates with each other and makes these mixed children, that somehow racism will finally end, and that is not the case. It will never end that way. It will never end that way at all. And most people out here do not want to lose their identity. Most white people out here want their legacy to continue, as well as black people want their legacy to continue, as well as other ethnicities want their legacy and their people to continue. But the media pushes this interracial narrative all the time. The movies and television shows that we consume has it everywhere. Advertisements, even comic books. Any form of media that you can think of promotes the interracial agenda these days. I, for one, am getting very sick and tired of it. I miss the days that I used to see a black woman and a black man embrace each other, love each other, have black children, and raise those black children to be very wonderful members of society. Okay? Members of society that will follow the rules and become something greater in the long run. But unfortunately, these days you see nothing but mixed couples everywhere, as if everyone in the entire world is mixing with each other, and that's just not true. Yes, there are mixed couples out there, but not everybody in the entire fucking world is mixing with each other. I don't like when black men date out. I damn sure don't like when black women date out, but I have to say something here. And you people let me know if you agree with this or not, but I don't understand why there's so many black women writers out here on Amazon that write these novels of interracial love. They have these fantasies of having white men fight over them to vie for their affections and attention, and ultimately their love. And it makes no sense to me. You have a author here by the name of Jamila Jasper that made this particular book named Redneck Rebels. We have this black woman in the middle that I guess has an option of 3 different men from Texas who are rednecks who want to be her man or her husband, I don't know. But these interracial fantasies these women share, they're very, very, very disturbing. Black men have their faults as well when it comes to white women and non-black women, but black women go the extra mile to make their fantasies a reality by making these books on their fantasies about being with white men. It's actually very telling and actually very pathetic at the same time. Now, to the black women that know me, of course, from my other channel, you know I love black women, but I have to call out this bullshit when I see it. These black women have dreams of being big and getting big with men of the so-called dominant society. Now, you have these black women that want to be with billionaires. They have no problem being the billionaire's mistress, but they don't like being called mistress when it comes to black men. Now, you see this particular book here, Secrets of a One-Night Stand. It says she said yes to a one night with a stranger. Now she's pregnant and that stranger is her boss. Now, you know, if this was a black man, the roles were reversed and it was a black man, they would not want this book out there at all, because they would say the black woman looks like she's a whore or a slut and the black man is just using her. But the white man can use you and have a one-night stand with you and you'll say yes to it like a whore. This is not good look. It's not a good look for black women at all. It really isn't. What I find most hilarious about this whole ordeal is the fact that most of these women that write these novels for black women and white men being together do not even have a white man of their own. It's just basically it is just their fantasies being reacted into a book. And you see, like I say, they always dream big, the rich white husband. There it is. And they have no problem being a whore or a slut to be with that particular man in that book. See, they'll ruin and tarnish their image as long as they come out on top in the end with money with this particular man of the so-called dominant society. But if it's a black man, that wouldn't be the case, I promise you that. And before I go, you know, it really pains me to see this, but there is actually a book out there that shows you what signs to look for if a white woman is interested in you as a black man. So it's not really a how-to book on how to attract them, but it's how to tell if they're attracted to you. But now we can honestly say there are books on how to attract the opposite sex in the dominant society for black men and black women. It's absolutely disturbing and ridiculous to me. Our ancestors would be turning in their graves if they knew we put a price on how to attract the particular people who oppress us every single day. 798, 1999, 3907 on how to attract a white man if you are a black woman that likes to swirl. This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we exert our freedom in these so-called post-racial times. Need I say more? Anyway, I'm going to take my leave now, ladies and gentlemen. You have been dismissed from the court. The king must go back to his sleep. I do need my slumber. This is Prince Ogore. I'll see you next time.